So is course careers worth it? Does it work? Is it worth my time and money? Great questions to be asking. And before I answer each one, let me introduce myself first and we'll go from there. My name is Ario DeJuiced. I'm actually a IT support technician, tier 1. I actually did, take the IT course from Course Careers, and it actually did help me land a job in tech, multiple jobs actually. But again, I do want to talk more about this in terms of, is it still worth it for you watching this video? And I like to be honest with people, straight up, no BS. Course Careers does work and Course Careers does not work. It just depends on the person, meaning it depends on your situation. Because there's people who are posting content on YouTube and they're claiming that once you take a course from Course Careers, their training program, once you finish it, you're going to land a job in tech that could possibly land you a 6-figure paying job. And that's the kind of information I try to stay away from when it comes to me posting these types of videos. I like to be honest. I cannot stand liars, right? And I very much do believe that's the marketing tactic most companies do, is to get people hyped up thinking this is what's going to happen if you decide to take my course or, buy my program or whatever, right? And again, it does work, meaning Course Careers training program does work. It worked for me, okay? It did. It worked for other people as well. It really did. But I do not want to push this idea to the world that once you get in and you finish the Course Careers, their training program, you're going to land a job immediately in tech within 3 to 6 months, something like this. It's possible. I'm not saying this is not true. It is possible. But I still don't want to push that idea that it's going to happen for you, guaranteed. That's what I stay away from. Okay. Now, I don't think Course Careers is pushing that marketing towards people that it's guaranteed you're going to find a job. I'm not saying that they're saying this because they're not. But I say, I just want to be the person, or this video that you're watching, I just want to tell you to not walk into this situation with that idea that you're going to land a job in tech, 6 figures after Course Careers. It's possible. Okay. So that's really my hope on this video. I do also want to touch on the idea that, people are very much anti-college, and it's this waste of time and whatnot going to college. This is true and false. Everything's not always black and white, right? There's always a gray area sometimes. That's just how life is. Life is just complicated. It's not fair, right? This is life. It's just not fair. And it could be either black or white or the opposite. It could be a little bit of gray in there. And what I mean about gray is college is not for everyone. Just like Course Careers is not for everyone as well. Okay. Even though I am helping to sell their courses, I do have a affiliate link with Course Careers. I do. And I've had sold some here and there courses to people. And some people actually have landed a job in tech, which is awesome. And some people have yet to, accomplish this goal. And that's not always the program's fault or the courses that you're not finding work, right? People love to blame others for their wrongdoing or for their F-ups. And that's not always the case, but a lot of times it is. And what I mean by that is, for those who have not yet found a job in tech, let's be honest. Some people, not everybody, but some people are very selective. Okay. Some jobs they just don't want to obtain for whatever reason. They just don't like it. And maybe that's the reason why you're not finding work, because you are selective. Not to shame or put you down of being this way. But I guess the reason why I brought that up is that's maybe the reason why you're not finding work, because you have a filter when it comes to finding work in the job market, right? You're selective. It is what it is. I mean, it's just a real thing. Like, not everybody wants to be a sales tech. Not everybody wants to, work in management and tech. A lot of us want that 6-figure high paying job, working from home, remotely, coding all day, cybersecurity. Those are the popular jobs that everybody wants. And I'm a little off topic somewhat, but does tie in to, is course careers worth it in 2024 for you watching this? And it all depends. But back to my point I was making earlier, everybody wants those 6-figure paying jobs, and you're smart for wanting to do that, right? It's not bad that you want that. The issue that some people are not, or what people are not really talking about, is because these jobs are so popular, software development, cybersecurity, working remotely. These jobs are so popular that everybody wants to get in and do it. The problem with that is it makes it very competitive, right? Like, there's too much competition, basically. So because there's so much competition, it's hard to stand out when it comes to you trying to land a job as a developer. Not saying you can't do it, but just keep that in mind. You're competing with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people for those jobs. And it's going to be hard to stand out. Some people are just better than you when it comes to coding. Some people are really good with algorithms and data structures and all that. Like, I'm not saying you can't do it, but some people are really good at that. Some people really enjoy debugging. Some people very much enjoy fixing problems for hours and hours of the day. Because let's be honest, software engineers are not just developing, they're fixing. Your job is going to be, you fixing something, a bug. And that task is being given to you by your manager or supervisor for you to fix that bug. And they expect that to get fixed. So I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just trying to be realistic. Not everybody can do these jobs. Not everybody's going to get in. Just like not everyone's going to become a popular singer or rapper or a famous athlete. Everyone's not going to get in. That's just a reality. And that's something you have to keep in mind. The same applies to finding a job in tech. So because some people are very selective, maybe I think if I were you, I'm not telling you what to do, but if I were you and I'm that selective person, I would try to bring that expectation down and just try to get a job in tech and just get in and work my way up. Because it's just a different job market right now in terms of there's so many people that went to college and they all have degrees, associates, bachelors. It's nothing special anymore to have a degree because everyone has one. Everyone has one. So it really does make it less interesting that you have a degree, in whatever field. Not saying not to go to college. Again, I'm not here to bash. I'm not anti-college. I'm not anti-course careers. I like to be realistic. But this all does very much tie into, is course careers a good or bad idea for you? And it depends. It does depend, right? And what does it depend on? Well, really, why do you want to take the courses anyway? Why do you want to get into course careers? Why are you looking to spend money on a training program when maybe you could just apply to these jobs and just get hired right now? Let's be real. If it's in IT, a lot of jobs could care less about if you have a degree or not. I've never been asked if I have a college degree, me working in tech. It's never happened. It's never came up. They don't care. They care more about the skills or the experience. So I say go for it. Apply and see what they say. If you're looking to get into IT, just start applying. Just see what happens. The worst they can do is just say no or not call you back. That is the worst they can do. So apply. And I'm saying, and I keep saying it depends on the person if course careers is a good or bad option for you. It really does depend. Just like college, it depends on what field you're trying to get into. So if it's something in engineering, law, or medical or health, something like that, then going to college makes sense because you need a degree to get inside those fields. It's just what it is, right? Everything else, probably not. So it is a bit of a waste of money. So then if that's you, right? If that's you, that if you're looking to get into college, you don't want to be in debt, but you just want to have the skills at least to land a job in tech, then maybe course careers make sense. It's way more affordable. It just is, right? It's like $500. It's like between $500 to $1,000, something like that, and that's how much you'll be paying to just get the skills to land a job. Every interview I've gone to in my lifetime as a 40-year-old man, right? I'm 40 years old. No one cares about your degree or diploma. It's always about the skills or the experience. The tech questions they're going to ask you at these interviews is based on both your skills, hard skills, and soft skills. They very much want to know if you could be around people, if it's pleasant to be around you for the next 8+ hours in the office. Are you, do I really want to be around you? Basically, are you like, do I want to be around your presence for the next 8+ hours in the office? Those are the type of questions you're going to be asked. And yeah, I think a lot of people have soft skills. They know how to talk to people. Some don't. But my point is, if you have those skills, then just apply to the job. Just start applying. If you know how to use a computer, that's good enough. It really is. Again, if you do want to brush up and gain more skills, then I would recommend not just taking a course from Course Careers, but maybe look at some tutorials on YouTube, get familiar with some of the technologies that they use in today's world, and really do that. Just study it, right? And you may not even need Course Careers either. So it all depends. Hope I'm making sense. I think Course Careers is worth it for some people, and it's the opposite for some people. It really does depend. But it worked for me. In terms of me finding a job in tech, it's worked for other people to land a job in tech as well. I'm sure it'll work for you, but I don't want to guarantee that. And I'm sure you already know that there's no guarantees in anything, right? There's no guarantees in nothing in life. But I'd much rather you go teach yourself all the information before spending any money on anything. So I think that's the takeaway I'd much rather you take from this video. Teach yourself all the fundamentals of whatever, coding, help desk, IT, whatever. Like really dive into that job title and learn learn what technologies they need, or you have to learn to perform that job, if that makes any sense, right? So if it's you trying to become a software engineer, a front end developer, or there's certain skills and technologies that needs to be understood to perform that job, a front-end developer. So learn those skills, learn those technologies, and go from there. Same thing applies for information technology. If anything, IT, support technician, learn all the technologies, which is Azure, 365, what's a switch, what's a router, like what is LAN, what does that mean, or WAN, or what's a VPN. Just learn these things and kind of go from there. And that may be enough information to help you land a job without spending any money. Let's just be real. So hope this makes sense. Again, more information down below. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to assist. I keep saying this. I am currently working in tech, so I do understand what's going on in terms of what people are looking for, what the interviewer is going to ask you. I'm used to it now. This is like my third job in tech as an IT, specialist. So I'm kind of used to those questions. I know what they're going to ask me. Yeah, man. So hope this helps. Much love to you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace out.